Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vacnar here, and I've decided that to fill the space between my Rise Legendary playthrough videos, we're going to play Digimon World 2. It's a bit of an old game on the PS1, but it's a good game, really good game. I enjoy it. Hopefully you guys will too. So just gonna start up a new game right at the beginning. Obviously I've played the game before. I've played it many times before, more than I'd like to admit to, but yeah, I've played it plenty. So I know what I'm doing up to a point. I've never actually fully completed the game, but I've gotten decently far through it. And the name selection, of course. Unfortunately, there's only 5 letter spaces for the name, for some reason. As soon as I realised. And for this episode, I'm talking after I've recorded, because while I was recording this, I somehow forgot that my mic was muted. It's the second time I've tried to record with a muted mic. I'm a genius. But yeah. So here we are, just starting off all the story text, talking about becoming a tamer, joining a guard team, all the stuff that's happening here at the start. Basically what's happening is we're a tamer in training, I suppose you'd say, and this man, Zudicorn, is our teacher or mentor, you'd say, and basically he's been training us, and we're going on our final test mission today, and if we pass, we get to become a tamer ourselves, a fully trained one, and an official tamer, and we get to join a guard team. And once we do, we get our own Digimon, and our own Digibeetle, which is a vehicle that you'll see soon. And we get to do our own stuff, missions, and get money, train with our Digimon, etc, etc. For anyone that doesn't know, this game is it's a dungeon crawler. Yeah. If you don't know what a dungeon crawler is, it basically means that each level is like a different dungeon, and you walk around it. There's no map or anything. Well, there is a map, but usually it's kind of like a randomized area, and you have to map out the place yourself. And there's enemies sitting around that you get into fights with, etc. Yeah, all that stuff. Basic RPG kind of stuff. So we're heading out on our final training mission with his Digimon. We don't have our own Digimon yet, of course. We're not a tamer. We don't get our own Digimon unless we're a tamer. It sucks. But once we get back, we successfully complete the mission, we get our own Digimon. Yeah. You start off with one Digimon, just the one, and there's 3 choices based on which guard team you join, right? There's the Blue Falcons, in which case you get Patamon, the data type Digimon, and the data group. And there's the Golden Hawks, which is the vaccine types, and you get Agumon, my personal favourite Digimon. But we won't be picking him for this just because gotta keep it interesting, you know? And then there's the Black Swords, who are into the virus type Digimon, and you get Devimon, which is who I think we'll be going with. Well, obviously I know that we'll be going with, because I've already done all this. If you're wondering why I didn't choose to play Digimon World 1 instead, it's because I'm absolutely terrible at the game, and it would have been embarrassing to play it. Maybe I'll give it a shot one day. Well, another shot, I should say, because I have tried to play it before, and I just cannot play it. There's too much caring for your Digimon involved for me. Just, that's why I shouldn't have pets. Our first fight here. As you can see, it's a basic RPG, turn-based kind of combat. Not completely turn-based. Well, yeah, it's turn-based, but you select your actions before combat begins, and then based on the speed of the Digimon, it chooses which one goes first. pretty short dungeon for the training mission. You just take out one trash mob, and then you go downstairs, they explain some of the dungeon mechanics to you, and then you verse the boss. Considering the levels of these Digimon, you'd think this battle would go a lot faster. Especially since if you come back here later and you go to get the gifts, you see what levels they are. These Digimon we're beating the crap out of right now are level 4. So, gosh. This guy doesn't have very strong Digimon. People messaging me. You know who you are. There's our little teleportation bit to take us down to the next level. The reason I wanted to play a Digimon game is I've always really liked Digimon. It's like my favourite show as a kid. I know a lot of people prefer Pokemon, but yeah. I mean, I don't hate Pokemon or even dislike it. I actually really like Pokemon too, but I prefer Digimon as a show. I suppose I prefer Pokemon games. I don't know. I do really like this game. And Digimon World 3, I haven't played 4 or Data Squad or whatever. But I do like these two games. Pokemon games on a consistent level are really good. I even play the Pokemon card game, so not hating on Pokemon or anything, I just prefer Digimon as the show. It's just more interesting to me. It's just explaining that the different coloured floors make different elements more powerful with their attacks. So blue, water, red, fire. Not that I ever really bother with it, I just fight them on whatever floor I feel like anyway. There's Leomon. Traditionally in the show, constantly a good guy. Constantly. But here we are just gonna beat the crap out of him. Because why not? The reason I like this game so much is it has a very interesting leveling system, I suppose you'd say. It's interesting because the first Digimon you get can only go to, I think it's like level 13? Yeah, 13. 16. No, it's 13. Definitely 13. And, yeah, basically what you have to do is DNA Digivolve two Digimon together, which is very different to how DNA Digivolving works in the TV shows, but whatever. You DNA Digivolve two Digimon together and they combine, and a new max level is selected based on their current levels, and they also, you know, combine their stats and stuff and makes them stronger. And you do that, but the only annoying bit about that is it then sets that one new Digimon that you get back from that combo all the way back to level 1 in its... well, not level 1, no, it doesn't do that. It sets it back to its base level for the form before what it was in. So if you have two ultimate level Digimon, like two Metal Greymons, and you DNA Digivolve them, then you'll end up with a level, is it like 11 Greymon? It's just annoying because then you have to level it all the way back up there and everything. But it's understandable. I'm always wondering about the way to make the most powerful Digimon possible in this game. I suppose it'd be to get two Digimon with the same, like, DNA Digivolving count and combine them at their maximum level together. But then it becomes an annoying game where you just go around collecting tons and tons and tons of Digimon that you need to keep it in the right form that you want. Because when you DNA Digivolve 2 champions, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the same rookie form that they came from. Just because you DNA Digivolve Greymon and Greymon doesn't mean you're going to get Argamon. It's different based on which Digimon you're DNA Digivolving. So yeah, it's a bit complicated, but it's pretty awesome in the long run. But it also means that I'll likely be doing a lot of grinding and leveling off camera, just to get all that out of the way so that you don't have to watch it, because no one wants to sit there and watch someone just go through dungeons beating up enemies one after the other after the other after the other for no other purpose than simply getting XP. I know I wouldn't. So, training missions are done, getting a license and our own Digibeetle, which we get to name for some reason, and never really feel like naming the Digibeetle, so I just left it at its default name here. Just Gunner. I sat there trying to decide for a while, but yeah, Gunner. Gunner will do. But yeah, now we get to go choose our guard team, and that gives us our starting Digimon too. Black Swords, Devimon, Blue Falcons, Patamon, and the Golden Hawks, Argamon. My favourite Digimon of all time, of course. Well, favourite in rookie stage, I suppose. Yeah, favourite rookie of all time, I guess. Which brings me to a good question. Any of you guys watching, what's your favourite Digimon? Or do you prefer Pokemon? Well, how about this? You just tell me Digimon or Pokemon, and in that same comment, just tell me what your favourite one from either one of those is. If your favourite's Pokemon, tell me what your favourite Pokemon is. If your favourite is Digimon, tell me what your favourite Digimon is. It'll be interesting. Just to get it started, my favourite Digimon, obviously Argamon. How can you not love that guy? And my favourite Pokemon, it's a bit tougher. I'd probably go with... I know, I've always been a big fan of Charizard, but I really like Blastoise. Obviously it doesn't have to be like first gen, it can be Pokemon from any, even all the way up to X and Y and whatnot, but... yeah, I'd probably have to go with Blastoise. It's pretty awesome. So the whole Squirtle evolution line. Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. Most annoying bit about this, have to run and talk to each one, otherwise they won't let you join. You have to talk to all three of the leaders. And then you have to leave and come back to talk to the one that you wanna join. It's just annoying. What if you just want to join one? Just let me walk up and talk to him and say, yeah, I already know, just let me join. Me trying to figure out how I'm supposed to join now that I've talked to all three. Forgot. So yeah, you just walk out, walk back in, and it automatically takes you up to talk to them. Love how he tells you to go check out the other teams, and he's like, so you decided? And it's like, yep. I mean, you just told me to go away and talk to the other teams, but yeah, I've decided, you know. For a little oath to get into the guard team. And it's the same oath for every team, so yeah. You're not missing out on anything because I chose this particular one. Then they give you your stuff. a browser to hold your Digimon in. And there's Digimon. Not usually my preferred choice for the starter, but I'd like to try different things every now and again. Mix it up. If I went with Agumon every single time, it'd just be boring. So I figured I'd go with Digimon this time. It's really creepy. Just listen to that. I'll be waiting for you and your Digibeetle. What, with a knife? Gosh. See, even he agrees, he doesn't look too reliable. Agumon looks completely reliable. It's like a dinosaur. Come on, how is that not reliable? And our first solo mission, as an actual tamer. Get all pumped, yeah? Just like one thing that we have to do before we go on our first mission. I mean, besides talk to these two, which is compulsory. Otherwise I would just completely skip it. Black Sword Tamers, your whatever group I join, Tamers. Oh, so competitive. I'm so friendly compared to them. Well, at least compared to him. He's so competitive. Probably just wants to crush me. So the one thing we have to do is buy some items. Not like health items or anything. Just skateboards in this case. In case you're wondering why I'm buying skateboards, and 4 of them at that, it's because to get new Digimon for your team, you have to go out into the dungeons and give the groups of enemies gifts. And they get little love hearts above their heads when you shoot the gifts at them, because for some reason they enjoy having things shot at them. And when it's full, you've got a guaranteed chance, or at least an extremely high chance, of one of those Digimon wanting to join you after the battle. And it'll always be the last Digimon you take out, so whichever Digimon you want to join you from that group, you have to take that one out at the very last. You can't just be like, hey, there's the one I want, and knock it out, and then take the other 2, because you won't get him then. Which is kind of annoying if, kind of annoying if the one you're going after is the strongest one there and it actually hurts you, because you have to leave it to last. You can't just take out the strongest guy. No, you have to take him out last so that you can get him. Oh, so many messages. Why? All these Digimon in like the first level of this dungeon at least are vaccine type, which means that they have an advantage against me being virus type. But still hit hard, of course. If they didn't give you a slight stat advantage, then you wouldn't really be able to do anything. Of course, Tepamon, somehow faster than a little bat. He looks like a small mammoth, but he's faster than Digimon. He's faster than Agumon. He's actually really fast Digimon, for some reason. But I win anyway. Now, seeing as the boss is going to be a little bit tougher than these guys, the episode will likely end soon, and I will probably do some grinding and just level up Digimon before we go to the next floor, because that's where all the virus type Digimon are. So we'll go to the next floor in the next episode, and we'll catch ourselves some more Digimon to go along with him. And after that episode, I'll probably grind a bit more, level them up a bit, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the dungeon. Don't worry, hopefully this shouldn't happen too much with me like, grinding it out once we get to a certain point. It's just kind of difficult to take on the boss without champion level Digimon. I have no idea what I'm doing there. Why am I just sitting still? No idea. Oh well. So yeah, let me know in the comments, if you're watching, your favourite Digimon and / or Pokemon, and let me know which you prefer. I prefer Digimon as a show, but I do prefer the Pokemon games. Let's finish up this battle and end the episode. I'll do some grinding. I'll come back in the next episode and we'll go to the next floor. I'll show you guys which Digimon we're going to grab from there and then pump them up a bit, and then we'll do the rest of this dungeon, and I'll probably show you guys the dungeon after that too. All in one shot. See you next time.